Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, here's Mike. Today we got another master guide for Gears 5. This one's for the map, The Ambush. Sorry about the long wait on this one, but Gears wants to wait every 3 weeks now for some reason instead of 2 or 1 to change the map. Hopefully next operation they release like a new map each week, whether it be an old map with some new modifiers or something. But we got a new map this week, so I made a guide. Let's go into with the character that I used, and I could give you an idea of the two guys who I ran it with. They were randoms, just in a random match, on what I think that they used. So I had Cole, and I used my normal Cole cards that you've seen in other videos. If you watched Operation 3 videos with Cole, 40% damage resistant while sprinting, 60% less damage from melee attacks. Probably really isn't needed this one, to be 100% honest. Perk up, 50% increased health and regen speed, tackle, and all the glory. My other two teammates were a Kate and Foz. I assumed the Kate just had the bleed damage, and you do more damage with bleed. As you'll see in the video here, she does cause bleed damage. There's really nothing else besides the increased time for the points that she can have, since her other cards are kind of useless in Escape. And the Foz, I just assumed, had the critical hit damage that you can get with him, precision critical hit shots and all that other stuff. But we'll go into the modifiers. This one actually has some pretty interesting ones, minus the 3 normal of more health, lethal, and Iron Man. You had the incendiary juvies, so every time you kill a juvie, they drop basically a flame grenade. Pretty cool. Ghost pouncers, so whenever they're within 10 meters of you, they go cloak. Ultra stopping power, so you'll see me a lot as Cole, not really doing a lot, because if I try to run into them, I just get fucking stopped. And then the reflective shell scions. This one's pretty interesting. Scions, I think it's once they get to like 50 or 75% health, or 25 to 50% health. They have like that blue shield, like how Clayton has when he uses his ultimate. It lasts around 5-10 seconds, and then he can continue shooting them again, and they won't have reflect damage anymore. And then we have the Iron Man, which is just the normal one. So now we'll go into the run. I'll do a voiceover of different areas and the different versions of enemies that you can find throughout the run, and how with this run how we had it, and I'll give you some different variations of what we can do, what you can do if you have a different party. I personally would have rather ran as Paddock, but for some reason people don't want Paddock in their team right now. So I plan on running it again tonight with Paddock. So if you guys want to watch that, follow me over on the Twitch channel. Link is in the description below. So other than that, hope you guys enjoy the guide, and I'll see you when the next map comes out, or when I release another video. Peace. Just do it! I fucking forgot about that video. Oh, fuck. Or the Nope Chuck Testa. That shit's so old. So for this first room here, there's a room with 2 windows on the side right here with at least 2 or 3 enemies. It's best to have your guy, either Foz or Paddock or whoever you got on your team. In our case, it was Foz. It's best to go in there and kill those enemies as fast as possible, because that's the way you're going to have to go at the end. So with our strategy here, it was Foz to kill there, and then Kate and I went over here and we handled these other 3 enemies. So it's always 2 drones and a grenadier. It's best to try to move as fast as you possibly can through this part. But as you can see here, we're just killing them. And in a normal scenario without Cole, after this part, it would be best to keep running to the first locked door room. There's 3 retro lancers and some ammo packs. It's easier to siphon all of the enemies to that door, but with a Cole, you can just do, as you see right here, where I just tackle and kill all the juvies. So after this, we'll go to that door, and we'll continue on with the mission. No! No!
We've got a drone! Gotta reload!
Got it.
Oh, I almost fucked up. Oh, shit! I think I have a food problem. Why? What are you trying to eat? What are you into now? So in this area, as you can see, the locked door was right behind us. I was talking about earlier. This is where you will start to see your first of the two variants for the maps. So this will determine who you're going to be versing on in the long run. So there's either going to be the Marxa dudes, I forgot what they're called, but they had the Marxa, or the snipers. So if it's the snipers, then you're going to verse the snipers the rest of the map. If not, you're going to be versing the Marxa guys. There's usually 2 or 3 of those guys in here, as well as a few drones. And then after this room to the left, there will be another 3 or 4 snipers or Marxa guys as well. So as you can see here, I'm now running into the other room where the other 3 or 4 spawn. And I'm going to kill them now. And yeah, if it's Marxas, just watch out, because Marxas do a lot more damage than the snipers, and they're a lot harder to damage. And after you push forward past that little door line here is where more juvies will spawn behind you. I would do the same thing.
Ready. Not bad, boss.
Because to be honest, that sounds really fucking good right now.
Some right bullshit. I needed a small reaper.
Hurry up.
Sit down.
So this part coming up are 2 rooms with the staircase going downstairs. If you aren't running with a Foz or anyone that can kill long range, it is best to honestly skip the juvies that you just watched me kill and run straight down the staircase here. There's 2 locked door rooms. The first one down this first staircase is a room containing snipers and a whole bunch of ammo packs. And the second room is the explosive room that has 2 torque bows and some grenades and some of the explosive ammo pack rounds that you can get. So if you're running with a Keegan or a Mac, this is kind of their room to go to, or a Lizzie. But as you can see here, we're now huddling up in this room, like how we should have probably been doing in the first locked door room area. And we're going to kill these guys and continue on to the second room. And we'll go on to the room right before the shower after this. So the biggest thing is just watch out when killing these juvies. As you can see, the flame grenade dropping from them. But a good note to know is that flame grenade can actually hurt them as well. So if you kill one in the front of the pack, it will actually hurt the other juvies that are riding behind it. Like 16 and pregnant. You get paid like $20,000 an episode. It's fucking insane.
Who balls that one?
I would gain all that weight if I could make that much money an episode. You know, fuck it, man.
I'll make them count.
Sniper! Reload! Last chance to run.
So coming up here is the final room. This room has, I believe, around 7 or 8 drones and a pouncer, and around, it seems like a million fucking juvies. But it's best to take this slow. But if you are going through the map fast, kind of following what I was saying before on just continuously having the speed and the venom that hurts you isn't right here, you can kind of take your time killing these things. the biggest thing is to watch out is the scion that pops out of that back room there to the right. It's usually, I think there's 2 different variants of scions. There's a drop shot or a mulcher. I don't know what one we got because our Foz just honestly eliminated him. As you can see right there, he just killed him. Looks like we had the drop shot one. But just kind of do the same thing. Go through this world, do this level as fast as you can while not getting smashed by that stopping power. Foz here is really, really good just because he can kill these things really quickly. But you can do the same thing with the Paddock or a Mac as well.
What?
I got you, brother.
We got them all.
But
Time to hit the locker room.
my favorite, like, junk food snack. Oh, I'm not a fan of potato chips. I mean,
Door's open. That's all of us. Shut that door.
it would probably have to be M&M's, plain or peanut M&M's.
Both of you.
All right, guys. So since we're at this intermission screen, as you can see from the little picture that popped up, a lot of people that watch my videos are not subscribed compared to subscribe. So if you guys can hit that subscribe button beneath it with that bell icon, you'll get notified whenever new videos uploaded. If you can hit that thumbs up button as well, it just helps the video become more recommended to other people searching this stuff. And if you guys want to follow over on the Twitch channel, links in the description below. Everything's appreciated. Everything's free. Thanks, brothers. Snack food. I don't go to potato chips.
Let's go, people.
So in this room coming up, we're almost towards the end. We only got 2 more rooms to go through. So in here, this is where it also differentiates based on what happened in the first half. If you have snipers, you'll get snipers in this portion. If you have marks to guys, you'll have marks over here. But now we get elite drones. So now we get the claws to come out. So in here, there's, I believe, 2 pouncers that spawn, and then 4 or 5 elite drones, and then a handful of Marksa or sniper guys. In here, it's best to kind of just sit back at the beginning here, like you see us doing, and clear out all those enemies, and then pushing forward a little bit, clearing out the new ones. And then once you push up past that pole right here that you see me dancing around, you'll get some juvies to start spawning in. The second set of juvies will pass once you go into the next area where there's 2 locked doors, and we'll talk about those doors once we get closer to that.
Come on, Foz, on your Reloading!
What are you doing? Only white. So here you can see we passed another door line. That means we just triggered some more juvies spawns in. So here we have, I think there's around 15 juvies that come in. So I'm gonna sit here and kill these because I don't need any weapons, to be honest. With Cole, Cole's kind of not useful with weapons and escape maps. So in here, in this room on the right that I just went into, this is your explosives room. There's a boom shot in here, some more explosive crates. I believe there's some grenades in there as well. And in the room that I didn't go in over that way is a room with some snipers and some ammo boxes and whatnot. So you got enough rooms for both players. You don't have to kill these juvies. If you go down the slide thing that's behind us, enemies actually don't follow you down that. But if you want to get better timing, because getting more kills equals more time loss at the end, I advise killing these things. They're really not bad if you have a good setup like this and have the DPS to kill them quick. So after here, we're gonna wait for our teammates' ultimate to pop back up, and then we're gonna head down to the next part. For seasoning on my popcorn, is because it would really disgust me when.
Sweet.
But you gotta hear where I'm coming at with this, because. What the fuck? Oh, he's his ultimate. When I used to watch people pour that shit on their popcorn, Oh my god, it was fucking disgusting. Alright, so now we're going down the sled. In this, so that area I'm looking at right now is where juvies will spawn. So juvies spawn after you kill, I think it's around like 3 or 4 enemies. They'll just start, one will pop out. But in this area there is quite a few elite drones, torque bow boys, snipers or marks of guys depending on whoever spawned in the first section, and then I believe there's 2 different scions. It's best, I believe, to kill the smaller enemies first before you start killing the scions. As you can see before, when we were at the top of the sled though, Foz uses ultimate. He killed one off really quickly. So it's a little bit different with Foz. He can kill them off fairly fast. But with a normal team, it's easier to kill the elite drones, so while you're trying to shoot the scions, you're not getting your ass blasted. So this one's kind of just a slow part. You'll watch me, I'm just sitting here because I can't really go out there and do anything else right now. I'm just killing the juvies as they spawn in, while our Foz and Kate, you'll see her pop out there every once in a while, kill anyone that gets close. So after this, we'll go up the hill towards the end of the map. Smart food, that's what she gets, yep. I started with an S.
Oh yeah. Not bad, Foz.
For the cook! Oh, shit! That's what you get.
Oh, dude, that guy just got 3 of them. We gotta fucking hurry.
Take this.
Stretch one, go! Nice work, baby. That's all of them. Reload! I'm on it!
So here at the end, you can see we're fighting the last 2 torque bow boys. We kind of just annihilated them. So now no one else spawns until you pull that lever, or until the gas obviously hits too far and the lever automatically gets pulled for you. There's quite a few juvies that spawn in here. I think there's 1 scion guy, and I believe maybe a few drones. This is where your explosive boys will come into play with Keegan or Mac or JD if you play as JD. With me here, all I did, my strategy was to only kill people that were coming close up. So I kind of just sat behind this door here and I just waited for the juvies to come up. I let my teammates do the rest. I had my ultimate ready in case they did flank us, well not flank us, but overrun us. But as you can see here, Foz just kind of fucked everybody up. Didn't have to really do anything besides stand behind this door. So that's really the whole map. Yeah, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow the Twitch, leave them in Twitch comments. Peace, brothers.
Yeah! Solid work, man. That's it, sir.
Those are really good. Well, we beat it with Cole, even though that's not the guy who I wanted to beat it with, but we fucking did it. We beat it on Master. I didn't know that's what they're called, was brookies, though. Wait, what?